Welcome to the craft cupboard. If you're one of the 5 million people currently playing Palworld, then stay tuned because this video's for you.
As everyone knows, Palworld is nothing like Pokemon whatsoever, and because of this I need to print a reference to keep referring back to. I'll make the bulk of his little round adorable body out of tinfoil that I'll smush together to make what I assume a Lamball skeleton looks like. To make the exterior of this cold-blooded killer, I'll start by using polymer clay. I'll mix black and white together to make slightly lighter black. To make his little Pete's, I'll roll out 2 balls of polymer and then sculpt them into something that vaguely resembles a pair of cones. Now for his arms, which are also cones, but smaller ones. These will come in handy for picking up machine guns to defend your base. Next come his ears. I accidentally made them a bit too big for his head. Oh well, pray the crafting gods will forgive me. And finally his horns, which surprisingly are also cones. Next I'll take some cocktail sticks and kebab the lamb so he's easier to put together later. Oh, sorry. With the remaining clay, flatten it down so you have a thin layer left to cover his adamantium skeleton. Do your best to make a more spherical ball than I have and stab his limbs in. While he's roasting away in the oven, I'll make his blank soulless eyes out of glass cabochons and paint the back a nice jaundiced yellow. We'll give him a bit of colour in his ears and on his horns. I'm using an airbrush, but a paintbrush with acrylic paints would be fine too. I just like to overcomplicate things. Then clumsily glue those eyes on with your big sausage fingers. Give him a happy face, or a grumpy one, all Lamball's feelings are valid. To make his wool coat, we'll be using clay foam, which is a bit like trying to sculpt with chewing gum. Make a buffet of clay balls and then start smushing them on wherever you feel looks right. No one's looking at his back anyway. Put a bit more effort into the front and finish with a cute little curl in the middle. Now let's give him some scenery. We'll make the stand using 2 bits of XPS foam cut to size, and then sculpt using a hot wire cutter to make it look like the landscape from the game. I like to burn my finger once or twice at this point to remind myself I'm still alive. Next we'll seal the foam using a Mod Podge and acrylic paint mix. Now I'll add what I like to call chavgrass, because who has time to mow the lawn, am I right? Stick it down as badly as you can, like I have. Blend it with more of the Mod Podge mix, then add some aquarium gravel or sand to make it look natural. See, this is looking better than you thought it would, isn't it? Get right in the nooks and crannies. We can't build a base without some wood and stone, so let's make some out of offcuts of SPX foam. Add a wood texture using a cocktail stick, ballpoint pen or sharp pencil. Paint it using acrylics and add some texture by blotting it whilst it's still wet. Next I'm going to add some depth to the sand by adding a lighter shade. I'll also add shading to the grass, but I couldn't be asked to record it. Stick everything down with hot glue. And add some more texture with model grass. To make some weeds, I cut down some plastic aquarium plants. These are cheap and you can find them at the pet shop. Or take them out your goldfish's tank. In 3 seconds you won't remember you ever had them. Stab a hole in with any utensil you can find lying about. I'm using an Allen key. Then poke the weeds in. And finally, glue Lamball in prime position at the front. Now all that's left is the glamour shots, but before that, please give me a like and subscribe. It'll make me feel validated.